Bonita, Five Summer Books. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be part one of my wrap up for the month. Not only because I did read quite a bit of books this month, but also because I wanted to have a portion where it was mainly focusing on the Black female authors that I read for this month. So that's what part one is about, is the books that I read. First off, I have a Kata Witch and a Kata Warrior by Nedi Okorafor. I gave both of these books 4 stars. Now, just because it's not a full 5 star does not mean it's any less of a book. It just means that there was, for whatever reason, I gave it a 4, which still means I loved it. And the author caught my attention and everything, because I even placed an order to get another one of her series, the Binti trilogy. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. That I loved how she created these worlds. Like, Sunny is an albino Nigerian. She was born in America to 2 Nigerian parents, moved back to Nigeria for, in her mind, she doesn't understand why. In the end, though, it was for a purpose. So she feels like she's part of 2 worlds, not only because she's an American-born Nigerian, but also she's albino, and then the fact that leopard people who are like sorcerers, which is, I'm probably not explaining this well, but that they have spirit faces. They have a different part of themselves that allows them to do magic. And I loved learning, basically I'm learning a different culture, and how sometimes how Sunny felt I could understand in a way, because I am mixed. I am Black, I am Native American. Growing up, I did not grow up in a very good household. I was basically, from the time I could comprehend, I was treated as less than, because unlike others in my family, I happen to be mixed with Black. And for years, it's always, you hear, oh, well, you're not Native enough because your skin is so dark, your hair is not the same texture. But then it's the same thing, like, because you didn't grow up in a Black household, then you're not Black enough, you don't have the typical Black girl hair, basically, I didn't belong to either. And it's taken years. Yes, it's still, sometimes it hurts to hear that, oh, well, you're not this, that. You can't tell me that I'm not this or not that. I grew up culturally Native American. That is my culture. But I am also Black. There is no denying that. And that's a part of the books that really got to me, is because Sunny and another character in here, Sasha. Sasha's American, coming into basically a different culture, and he's always reminded, you're American, you're this. Just because you may look the same as us, you don't belong. And I think that's a great aspect of any book, is when you can honestly relate to the characters. So bravo, Nedi Okorafor, your book's amazing. Next off, I have The Bells by Danielle Clayton, and I give this one a 5 star. It trips you out, and that's in a good way, honestly. That, bells are beauty. They are the ones that are born in society. They're born colorful. They're the ones who make it so everybody else can be beautiful. Everybody else is born gray, or how the author describes it, almost vampire-like. Red eyes, gray pallor skin. It's ugly, basically. The world is ugly, and the bells bring the beauty. Camila, she, her goal, her life goal has been to be the favorite belle at the end of each like parade festival that happens, like every 3 years they say. And she wants to be a so bad, be the favorite, be the one that people look to create the different fashions and stuff. But she realizes that the beauty is more than just what's on the outside. It's also what's the inside. Like the most beautiful person can have the ugliest soul. And in my mind, like maybe that's why the people are born gray, because some of them it's showing the ugly monster inside. You know what I mean? Like there is so much that goes on in this book. There's betrayal, there's political, like the characters in it, there's something that goes on behind the scenes of the queen, the princesses, things like that. But it's so much more than that, and I can't wait to read the second book. Like this is honestly, I'm blown away by not only Danielle Clayton but all these authors that I've read this month. Daughters of Henri by Renike Amayo is a story. I gave it 5 stars. It is a story of twin sisters. Nala, Nayla grows up. Nayla Nala. I still haven't figured out how to pronounce it. Anyway, she's the one who has grown up in a village far from the capital, I guess you would say it. And Sine grows up in the cold political world. Basically, she's raised in kind of the palace as one of like, basically they say the bastard children. And but she still gets like an education. She's still this. There is, they both have to go through a journey to basically not only find each other but to stop the tyrant, the Ezi. Like he's supposed to be the pillar of justice in their world, but he's paranoid and he's corrupted. He murders villages because of a prophecy that he doesn't want to take a chance on it coming to life, not realizing that he set it into motion. And they each realize that they have powers and they each have somebody to help them, but along the way it causes some, I don't know how to explain it without giving it away, but it is a beautiful story and I highly recommend it. Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. 5 stars. Ole, my favorite read of 2020 thus far. I honestly, look at how thick this is. I thought that this was going to take me a week to read. I think I read it in a day, maybe a day and a half. I could not put it down. Zelly is the main character, and basically they are, what happened is the, whew, let me take a breath and try. There's just so much going on in my mind. Okay, so basically where she's from, people born with white hair, the diviners, I think that's how you pronounce it, that they are treated as second-class citizens because like 11 years or so prior, if I'm remembering, there was a coup and basically a lot of people died, and it was the ruler at the time figured out a way to suspend magic. So then to stop people who were abusing the power, but also because stuff happened. I don't want to give it away because it's the main component of the book. But Zelly's mother was killed by his soldiers. And her mother was a powerful reaper, meaning like spirits and death. was a powerful magi. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm gonna say magi. And because her mother died when she was young and stuff, she is very outspoken, and basically she's in a dang, how do you say it? She's at the wrong place at the right time, I guess you would say, because she was trying to get money because taxes are so high by the ruling entities. And she's trying to get money for her and her family to survive for the next couple months. And she runs into somebody who asks her for help. Comes out, they're wanted. Somehow she gains back some magic. And it's basically a whole journey to bring back magic. And as usual, things never go the way are supposed to. I feel so much sympathy towards Zelly because she does have to deal with a lot of grief, a lot of pain. A lot of people who help her end up getting injured or more than that, but it was an amazing read. Action-packed, heart-stopping. Please read it. Children of Virtue and Vengeance is the second book, and this one I can't give too much away. Just instead of it just being all Zelly, it's now about the person who she helped and basically what happens when magic is brought back but not in the way she intended. I still gave this one a 5-star read. I hate the ending though because now I have to wait for the third book. But they kept my attention and I finished this one in a day. It was, like I said, all these authors, Nnedi Okorafor, Danielle Clayton, Rennie Kaameo, Tommy Adeyemi, read their books. Amazing authors. And normally I'm just like, okay, yeah, you should read this author, this author, this author. But no, read them across this thing in big letters. Read their books. You will love them. I had so much fun on my Instagram trying to recreate the covers of the books or an aspect of it because that's how much I truly enjoyed reading their books. So, thank you for sticking around for part 1. Part 2 is the rest of the books that I read for this. And I also wanted to show off my shirt that I finally get to wear. This was Tia Mallory. She had done a limited time of this design as a tank top, as a sweatshirt, as a casual shirt, and I'm finally wearing it because you know what? Might as well. The curls are nice today. It's too video to become any longer, but like I said, read these books. 5 stars, 4 stars. That doesn't happen usually when I read. I usually get a lot of 3s, 2s, maybe 1, once in a while a 5. These are a lot of 5s and 4s. So, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you come back, subscribe, comment, like it, and have a beautiful rest of your day.